All right, this Friday, the second roster update is coming out for MLB The Show 24, and we're going to show you guys 5 players that I believe are going to get an upgrade at their respective positions. Just going back to the first roster update I did, I hit 5 out of 6 players. So I think I like to think I know a little bit what I'm talking about here. In our first roster update prediction, we talked about William Contreras going from an 82 overall to a diamond. He did that. We talked about Tariq Skubal. He went from an 82 to an 85. We talked about Ahmed Rosario. He went from a 72 to a 76. And we talked about Gunnar Henderson. He went from an 82 to an 84. Probably going to go diamond this week. Spoiler alert, he is going to go diamond, actually. Kid's an absolute stud. And then we projected Garrett Crochet to get upgraded, and he went from a 74 to a 78. The only player we really missed on there was Ryan Helsley. He went from a 83 overall to an 82 overall, which in my opinion is wrong. I think he's actually going to get an upgrade this week. So if you want a player to invest in, go ahead and invest in Ryan Helsley. Anyways, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe for more roster and market content, and let's get right into it. Now, for the roster update this week, I was digging into it, and out of my 5 players, quite a few of these are going to be pitchers just because I think there are easier investments to be made on the mound. The first player we're going to talk about is somebody that we actually did last time too, and that's Tariq Skubal. Right now he's an 85 overall. He's going for quick sell 3,000 stubs. Since the last roster update, Tariq Skubal started striking out a lot more batters. Against the Yankees, he had 12 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. Against Houston, he had 7 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. His K percentage has risen to 31.6%. It's 91st percentile in the MLB, and it's 8th place among qualified pitchers. So you see that 71 K per 9 there on the wheel. That's a number I really think could go up. And this year he's got a 504 OPS against, which is top 5 among qualified pitchers. So Tariq Skubal is just dominating all over the place. And he's actually number 1 in baseball in weighted expected on base average. If you don't know what weighted expected on base average means, it's pretty much a formula that MLB StatCast uses. It uses launch angle, exit velocity, batted balls, sprint speed, stuff like that. It's basically a big formula that they use to determine the expected, or how much they expect the players to get on base. And he is number 1 in the MLB expected on base average allowed. He's only allowed a 4.2% walk rate as well. He's getting a lot of guys to swing and miss. He's not allowing free passes. Really good recipe for success there. His pitching velocity has also been on the rise as the season has progressed. He had a 100-mile-an-hour fastball against the Astros the other day. I can't remember exactly if it was that same pitch, but I know he struck out Altuve on a high fastball that was like 99 or 100 mile an hour. So basically, he's pitching really well, and he's only getting better as the season has gone on. In my opinion, he should become an 87 or 88 overall, which, that quick sell is going to be at least 4,500 stubs. So if he's an 87 overall, quick sell value is 4,500. If he becomes an 88 overall, that's 5,500. So if you invest now for 3,100 stubs, that's basically a risk-free investment, and you're potentially making 1,500 to 2,500 stubs. So go ahead and invest in Tariq Skubal now. This is a money pick, and there is no way he does not get upgraded this week. We're staying on the mound. We're going to Hotlanta. We're talking about Chris Sale. This dude's 35 years old now, and he's looking like the all-star that he was, when he was in the White Sox from like 2012 to 2016, like he was at the Red Sox from 2017 to 2018. He's back. He really looks amazing. Quick sell is 900 stubs. He's going for a little low than 1,100. So there's a tiny bit of risk, but honestly, for him, I guarantee he gets upgraded in one way or another this week. So I don't see it as risk at all. He should at least become an 84 overall gold this week. If he doesn't become diamond, it wouldn't surprise me, but I really do think he's guaranteed to be at least an 84 gold. He should quick sell for at least 1,500 stubs if he does go to that 84 overall gold. Like I said, his diamond odds, they're not non-zero. I think they're pretty decent. His expected ERA is 2.87, 84th percentile there. He's getting a lot of chase, 36.8 chase right now, which is 97th percentile. He's got a 31.3 whiff percentage, which is 83rd percentile. K percentage is 30.6%, 88th percentile. A lot of K numbers there. So look for that K number to rise from 71 to probably the mid-80s. A truly deserved bump, something he should get. That walk per 9 number sits at 72 as well, but the same as the hits per 9. That could really go up as well. He's only had 8 walks in 43 innings with a 4.7 walk rate. It's 86th percentile among qualified pitchers, and I think actually that's all pitchers. So really good walk rate there. He's being back to the elite pitcher that we know him for. He's got 7 games started this year. He's got a 2.95 ERA, .98 WHIP, and 52 Ks in 43 innings. Like I said, those hit per nine numbers can also increase as well. He's not allowing a crap ton of hits. Look for Sale to have a huge update, get some upgrades all over the place, and he looks very, very good right now, guaranteeing he goes to at least an 84 overall. Now, this next player goes against what I believe in terms of investing smartly. When I talk about that in the first video, if you watch, I talked about how you really want to invest in as close as quick sell as possible. You know, for example, you don't want to go to a starting pitcher and you don't want to invest in somebody like Sonny Gray, who's going for like 2,400 stubs, just because there's a lot of risk there. If he doesn't pan out, his price is going to drop a ton. But for this player, it's crazy how worth it this is going to be, guaranteed. We're going to the closing pitcher. We're not even on the first page here. We're going to the second page, all the way at the bottom. We're talking about one of the best relief pitchers. Breakouts come out of nowhere. He's having one of the best reliever seasons I think I've seen in my entire life. Like I said, he's 480 stubs at the moment, but this investment's going to be worth it. Quick Sell suggests, he's 500 stubs right now. That's like an 80 to 81 overall. And honestly, this week he's going to reach that. There's no way Sony Sudos does not make him a gold. And I actually think in 2 or 3 roster updates down the road, he's going to become a diamond. He's currently untouchable. And, like I said, if he keeps up this current pace, he's going to have the best relief pitcher season in MLB history. It's really just stupid. He's got a laughable 84 K per 9. Like you look at that wheel there, 84 K per 9, 82 hit per 9. Those are just dumb numbers. Even his walks per 9 are just dumb. He's got a 55% strikeout rate. He's striking out more batters than he is not, which is like absolutely insane. I think the next highest player is like Fernando Cruz with 45%. So he's 10% higher than anybody else. I really think this week they're going to up that K per 9 to at least 100. I think there's no reason why he shouldn't. These are historical strikeout numbers we probably have not seen in a long time. March 30th was his first outing of the year. He gave up 2 earned runs in 1 inning. Since then, he's pitched 15 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 walks. He struck out 32 batters without giving up a single run. It's 15 innings, but this is for like a relief pitcher. 15 innings is 15 games. That's the best stretch of a pitcher I can remember seeing. 100th percentile expected ERA, expected batting average, his fastball velocity, whiff rate, K rate, and hard hit rate, and he has not allowed a barrel yet this season. So all of those stats, analytics are 100 percentile. You should buy Mason Miller at even 500 stubs because when he jumps to gold this week, he's going to shoot up to probably 1,500 stubs, maybe even 2,000 stubs once we get closer to the next roster update. And then once he becomes a diamond, he's going to quick sell for 3,000 stubs. And if he keeps getting upgraded, you're looking at a point where, hey, maybe 2 months from now, 3 months from now, we're quick selling this guy for like 7K. So buy a bunch of Mason Miller, even if it's expensive. It is really low risk as you can get because this guy is guaranteed to go gold this week. Now, for my 4th player, this is actually the only position player I chose to upgrade this week. We're going to third base. We're actually going to the second page here, going down a little bit. We're talking about Christopher Morel. He's a slight homer pick, but he really is underperforming based on the analytics. But he's been getting really hot lately, and data suggests he's got a huge breakout. He's got a breakout coming really soon here. As he stands right now, he's got a 228 average, 310 on base, and 448 slug. That batted ball profile, like I was just talking about, suggests he's the one of the most unlucky players in the league. He's got an expected batting average of 283, which is like 60 points higher than what he actually has. He's got an expected weighting on base of 384, which is 74 points higher than what he has now. He's got an expected slug of 546, about 100 points higher than where he is right now. That expected batting average, weighted on base, and slug are all elite numbers. If he performed up to those numbers, he'd have a 900 OPS. Right now, it's below 800. I think we're sitting at like the 750 range right now. But if he can keep performing, I really do think he's going to climb to like an 800, 850 OPS. He's going to hit a lot of home runs this year. He's going to hit at least 30, probably 35, closer to 40. He's shown a lot of progress this year. You see those vision discipline numbers are pretty low. He's gotten a lot better this year when it comes to walking and striking out. He's laying off a bunch of tough pitches. A lot of Cubs fans and people around the league said, okay, Javier Baez gets traded away. In comes Christopher Morel. They're basically the same player. That couldn't be farther from the case. Christopher Morel's done a really good job of putting those Javier Baez comparisons to bed with less swing and miss and more walks taken. I don't think he's going to go gold this week. I could see him going up to like a 78, 79 overall. But he's got a lot of potential to become a gold if he can keep up this hot streak. So I think the power numbers can go up there. He's got 9 home runs this year. Power versus righties could go up. And I think that contact versus left could go up as well. I think versus left-handed pitching, he's got over 1,000 OPS. So look for those stats versus lefties to go up as well. And yeah, buy low on Christopher Morel because I think a huge breakout's coming. And he could really want to be one of the most elite hitters in this league. And lastly, one more player here. We got another starting pitcher. Go to the second page here. And we are talking about Dylan Cease, starting pitcher for the San Diego Padres. A little bit more of a riskier one here. But as good as he is, I don't think there's much risk at all. Huge bounce back season for him. Can almost forget that his last season with the White Sox really ever existed. I don't blame him for having a down year because I would not want to pitch for the White Sox either. He's got a career best whip right now at .75. He's is absolutely dominating lineups and hitters overall. He should be able to reach diamond again. Like I said, he's got a really, really good track record. I think they were a little bit harsh giving him a silver rating this year, but he got a really well-deserved bump to an 83, and I think they could really bump that up again because of his recent performances. Last game versus the Cubs, he pitched 7 innings. He only allowed 1 hit, and that was like an infield dribbler single to Yan Gomes. He struck out 12 batters. The Cubs, say what you want about him, they should have like 27 wins right now if it wasn't for the bullpen. They have a decent offense, and Dylan Cease just made them look absolutely silly. Like, they didn't hit any balls hard. Like I said, they had 1 dribbler single. They walked twice, I think. So, yeah, Dylan Cease just absolutely shredded him. His elite analytics back everything up as well. He's got a 2.79 expected ERA, 186 expected batting average. And he's got massive Ks and whiff numbers. The walks are a little bit of a problem with Dylan Cease, but they have been throughout his career. And they've really never been a problem just because he strikes out so many batters. He gets so many, the balls that he gets hit off aren't really that hard. So, yeah, look for this price to go up throughout the week. I could see his price, climbing up to like the low 2,000s. And look for him to be diamond either this roster update or 3 weeks from now. Because, yeah, like I said, he's just that good. So, those are my 5 players that you should invest in today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe. I make some more market content. I got a White Sox franchise going. I'm going to start trying to upload more. You could also follow me on Twitch and X, Astronomical13. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.